We're not shying away.
I do not care what an NAL player say about me.
It's Omaha. His cousin's over here.
I would hope that we would have 12 teams by now, but of course, we lose a handful and we go to 9. Good shit, league. 9 teams are looking to play this year to win the whatever the hell this league's championship game is called, championship game. And by all honesty, this is looking like one of the most competitive years in arena football history. And I think that any team can win the Arena Bowl this year, so let's get into it. Let's do this in reverse standings order because divisionally this league is a mess. Do note that defensively this will not be primarily talked about because rosters are bad. Roster comes courtesy of the AF1 Fantasy League stuff, which only has offense, and maybe even then there's still some names I left out. So I had to look up all their Twitters and Instagrams to figure out who is playing on this team. And also, I may be talking complete nonsense, but if that's what makes you watch this sport, so be it. Arizona took a year off to rest, which may work wonders for them. But it depends. Do they have an arena? I'm recording this a day before the season officially starts, and they still do not have an arena deal. But it looks like they're going to be playing, so do they have one? Well, if they pay up arena fees, they can get Mullet Arena. They somehow lost to Nashville in this department. That makes me worried. Anyways, if they do play, their offense is stacked. No question about it. They've got Larry Beavers and Akil Green looking to be their star wide receivers. Henry Kellogg's on this team. He's good. Ahmad Butler, Jeremiah Spicer, Ulrich Jones. Very stacked team on offense and defense. Charles McCollum was going to be their quarterback, and then they replaced him with Malik Henry. Fantastic work from the team that got blocked by the Rattlers and still don't have an arena. Get an arena, guys. This team is a conglomerate formed between 2 teams. First, you got the Oregon Black Bears, which took the logo from the California Grizzlies, which is pretty much a precursor to the Bandits. They lasted a handful of games, but due to very unsafe field conditions, they got kicked out, re-emitted, and kicked out again by the AFL. Then you have the Oregon High Desert Storm, which is a team in the American West Football Conference, which suspended operations in 2023, and now they are here. They play in the smallest arena in the league with 4,000 seats here, and compared to other teams, this might be the weakest link. However, Jordan Pouncey is a name to watch out here, but other than that, no other names jump out on paper. This is what happens when you do this without a full roster transaction list out. The only other name I can think of is quarterback Dalton Cole, who's got some arena experience. And I don't think this team's going to go the farthest, but who knows? Anything can happen in arena. This team's probably gone through more hell than any of the other teams in the past couple of months. First, they get kicked out of the NAL due to reasons, which according to the Tritons was because of schedule. They then join the AF1 and immediately get scheduling. Good shit, Tritons. They've got a QB battle immediately with Fred Payton, which I believe played for Jacksonville recently, and Josh Hollins, who played with the Sioux City Bandits. But that's not their big guy they got this offseason. They got Darius Prince? How the hell did they sign him? And he brought Hollis Island out of retirement and along with him? Now, I have a question. Is it possible to have one player carry it? This team has a very possible shot in doing that, and I'm very excited to see my boys in Prince and Hollis this season in Corpus Christi. The Pacific Northwest is looking to rebound from a no playoff season, and they have a damn good quarterback to prove it. Albany Empire legend Joseph Hess is looking to be their starting quarterback for the Wolfpack. They would have had Prince Shinola too, but he was basically pseudo-traded to Wheeling because Wheeling lost one of their guys to Washington. But at least they made it civil. Washington is one of those teams where no name truly jumps out of the page to me, but they have a ton of returning players coming back. I do believe this team might make the playoffs, but I don't think they go long this year. I wrote this script initially with Nashville not having an arena, but all of a sudden, they're back at the Municipal Auditorium with their first game today. So I gotta lead into their new head coaching hire because Dean Kokinos is no longer the head coach and can no longer head coach masterclass this team. So when you have Darren F. Arbad as your head coach, you expect him to get big names. Corey Curtis is likely to be their starting quarterback. Jordan Gandy is one of the smallest wide receivers I've ever seen, but killed Albany at home last year against West Texas. And hell, Calvin Fance is there too. I still think they're a middle-of-the-pack team, but they're going to be scary this year. Just wait. Telling you straight up, this team will be better than it looks. You may say that this team isn't as good as the others, but I believe that this team has a definite chance of getting top 4 in the standings. Daquan Bailey-Brown is one of the best receivers in the league. Their quarterback room is a little bit interesting with no one playing indoors, but I still feel like, and that I have a hunch, that they will be playing better than expected, even without the names popping out. Very excited to see this team in Dodge City. This team is the team where you know they're going to be good, but the only question is how long will they be in the playoffs? Javin Kogo is back at starting quarterback this year. Dallas Dixon at receiver. Jalen Wilson is here too. Jamario Benson's back. Kerry Starks is back. This team has a ton of veterans and very good players on their team, and if there's one team that's likely to be top 3, it's Salina.
Now, got to run the clock here. Game's over. The Billings Outlaws come from Montana. Dreams are made here at American Dream Arena. And look at the tears from Sed Walker as his team wins their first ever Arena Bowl title.
This is the team to watch. There is no other team with the level of talent that this team has. The wide receiving core may have even gotten better. Darian Townsend, Markel Wade, Isaiah Scott back in Albany. The additions of Duke Williams, Dwayne Brown, Trayvon Shorts is back. Marcus Smith is back. Isaiah Hardy is back. Harold Love is back. Sean Lockett comes out of retirement. Jamal Hickbottom, Jonathan McAllister come back from last year. DJ Walden is back. Henry Nell is an excellent kicker. And the team could have even gotten better with Marquise Lawson-Greenwood and Vincent DeLeo II if they didn't go to the UFL. And of course, they replaced Jake Medlock with the Italian stallion himself. Sorry, Sam, I had to. The only problem is, there's a lot of names off this list that were fan favorites for the past 3 years. Nick Hague wasn't re-signed, Mark Orozco didn't come back, and Darius Prince was unknown for months until he signed with Corpus Christi. Does that make me worried? Yes, but on paper, this team should be championship favorites, no doubt about it. Congratulations to the Billings Outlaws, winners of Arena Bowl 33. This is their first championship win. Their slow-paced offense, even with arena legends in Cedric Walker and Cedric Bonner running the coaching staff, helped them win their title game last season. But there's no Isaac Harker this year, so they go to Danny Safwick. He's back! Or so I think. Wait, hold on. I've just gotten word that Andre Sale has just been signed from Orlando. Some other players who came back from the 2024 season are D-lineman Armonte Carey, O-lineman James Kimbrough, and defensive back Cedric Thomas. Some other names jump out, but that's it for your returning stars. I don't think they'll pop out to be number 1 this year, but I think they're going to be top 3 this season. Alright, it's time to make some predictions. If they decide to go the division format, I'm going Albany on top of the East, Salina on top of the Central, and Billings on top of the West, with Southwest Kansas, Corpus Christi, and Nashville getting the final 3 spots. If there is no divisions in Albany, Billings, Salina, Southwest Kansas, Corpus Christi, Nashville, Arizona, Washington, Oregon, in that order. May the best team win, and may the odds be forever in your favor.